All right. Good evening, everybody. New look, same show. We have myself over here. We got the mayor over there. And this is Beard Advice Live. We'll probably say this a couple times tonight in case we have new people. But normally, almost always, we are together in studio. But this is like a vacation week for us, and the mayor, we'll ask him all about it, spending some time with family. So we are remote today, and we're excited. We got a bunch of good stuff going on. So, Mayor, first and foremost, how you doing?
I'm doing great. This lighting is good. I feel like it's looking thick. The beard is just feeling full, and
Looks like it.
I didn't bring my straightener, not on purpose. It's kind of an accident.
Oh.
The heated brush, but I'm just kind of just like glowing in it. So I'm right now. I'm up north. What I call up north in Michigan. We go up north on. We went skiing yesterday, snow sledding today, Interlaken, Michigan. Got about 4 inches of snow last night. And it's just family time. Just finished Go Fish. I said, oh, I got to go upstairs and do this. And just had some good luck. I found one of our favorite meat products today, Dan, that we've been not having a great time. Because that's what we do on this show.
Yep.
What we do, we drink Mountain Dew. I went with even though it's still the holidays, so I went with the Merry Mashup that I picked up here. Yeah.
So I do have a challenge for you, Mayor.
Okay.
I need you for next week to grab that new Mountain Dew that a couple guys were flexing in the group.
It's like the major melon or something like that.
Yeah. It's like watermelon. So I went with the can variety, which I love drinking out of a can for pops. And this is Voltage. Voltage, one of my top 3 or 4 favorite Mountain Dews.
It's in the top 3 or 4, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a good distinction.
Yeah. Right, so what's the meat that you got that we've been missing?
For me, Dan and I got this about this time last year. I think we were just getting started into what was formerly this show, Majorly Bearded.
Yeah.
We were hitting the meat, and I found this after skiing, and it's called Dearborn Classic Hunter Sausage, and I prefer the hot variety. And I know Dan does too, but I think it's the best.
And we've had variations of the Dearborn Hunter sausage. We had like salami style. When you got the big load, I don't know what kind those were. It was good. It just wasn't.
It was
that
good. It wasn't like this is like addictive. Like these are like you're like, oh my gosh, I just ate 7 of them.
Yeah. And so you went. We kind of not started there, but we had a firm foundation there. We went around the world of meats and came back again. Were you like, hey, this is the one, this is it, like this is probably the best one I've ever had?
It's right up there. You're right. I'm a much more meat experience. I've had a lot more meetups and meat treats and all that in the meantime. And I would say it is still amazing, still something. If you went to their website and ordered Dearborn Hunter Sausage hot, I would put the mayor's stamp, the key to the city on it.
Ooh, I like it. So I brought in a few different ones today. I'll probably only open up one of these. I'd save some for the mayor because I want to try them with him. But I gotta have something tonight, and you saved some too that we gotta try. So we got meat for days. We're doing good on meat. But Sam, so we don't do presents for each other. But Sam and I decided this year, for the first year, we're going to get each other something. So we did a stocking with a like $70 or $80 limit. And so she went ham on me with jerky, and I got a bunch of really cool jerky. So she knows I love biltong. So this is a steakhouse biltong, no sugar added. And then this one is a Righteous Felon jerky, which got really cool art on it here. And then it's a Mango Escobar. Mango Escobar. And so it says the notorious meat with habanero heat. So I might go with that one. I usually like spicier things when I have like adult beverages more so than pop, but I might give it a go. And then to finish it off, I have in some of the new. This is applewood smoky flavor beef octane, but guys, it is here. It is bacon jerky from Beef Octane. I have like 5 different bacon jerky flavors, like habanero. There's a couple of other ones there. I'm only going to bust open one today because I want to save them for you, and there's a couple that Sam wants to try. But Beef Octane, if you didn't know, now you know. They're coming out with literally bacon jerky. And hello to everybody. Hello, especially to my moderators. I saw Joel in here. I saw
Joel
in here. I'm sure Jake is in here. Hello. Tim's creeping in the background, hopefully. So yes, I am excited. All right, let's kick it off with a question. Mr. Votto is an OG of this program. He pretty much kicked off the Beard Advice Live with the greatest results maybe ever. And so, Mr. Votto, wow, I just dropped my phone. Mr. Votto, you will always be welcome to ask questions at any time. So do you think biotin would speed up my beard growth? Yes, I do. The odds are in your favor. Biotin will speed up almost everybody, not everybody. Some people are out there eating beef liver and eating stuff that's naturally packed with biotin, but almost everybody will have an increased rate of growth for hair. Now, Mr. Votto, when I say beard growth, it's also your back hair growth. It's also your toenail growth, your fingernail growth. You will notice all keratin growing at a faster rate. Almost everybody, but pretty much everybody. So keep that in mind. My like back forest is crazy. Everywhere I have hair is just wild. So yes, I do believe you will see that growth. Okay. And hello to everybody. We got Jay Cruz in here. We got Ken in here. We got Brian in here. Hello. We got Alan. We got a couple companies in here. Hello, guys. And we do have some great beards today, which I'm really excited about. We had a little bit of a lull. I think it was the holidays. People were thinking about family and presents and all the stuff they should be. But coming into Monday, we had 0 submissions for this show. As of right now, we have like 6 or 7. So right back to normal. Super appreciative for all the guys that sent in.
My son Owen has been using, LOL. He'll you ask him to do something. If he's in a real tweened mood, he'll go lol, like it's a laugh out loud. Like
he says that.
Like you're lol. You're really asking me to do that? Whoo! It doesn't play well with old mom and dad.
No, that's when you restrain yourself.
Lol. You know what?
Woo. All right. Did you bust in your
I did. I already opened my Mountain Dew. And I'll tell you, while you're trying yours, I had a cool beard moment. A couple of them. The first one was we got to the way back in the ski. Like we always, there's a few spots where the chairlifts are not as well known, and you always whatever. When you go somewhere every year, you learn the tricks. So we went back to our spot. I was riding up the chairlift, and at the top, the guy that runs it in the booth, big old beard, right? Like right here. Like, in fact, most of the guys working on the big equipment have the big beards. So I see him up there. I look at his beard. I'm like inside my head, and then I'm like, you know what? Let's throw him the knot. I'm like, what's up? And he was like, sup? Because he could see my beard was like poking out of my parka, and he's like, yeah, this guy's. And I'm like, Betsy, I got it. He just did it. Knot. Yeah. And she's like, what? So I was like, we're going back down, and you're going to come back up and see his beard. And I'm going to nod to him. And it worked. It was amazing.
That's awesome. Congratulations, Mayor.
Yeah, it felt good.
I had a beard moment today, not to try to one up or anything, but it was a cool moment.
No.
And I also talked to your wife, by the way. So I got Pete away today, and she told me you're the barrier between Pete away and your family right now.
I'll own that a little bit. Anytime there's something like that, I'm a little hesitant to spend my money. If it's Friday night and I've been looking forward to the takeout meal of the week or whatever, I'm cautious to have it go bad. So I did throw some, but it's looked good from what I've seen.
Trust me. And Joel, there's a Pete away coming to your city right next to Taco Bell. So keep that in mind. But my story today, I went to go get Pete away, had my mask on, and I'm talking to the dude, super cool. And I'm like, yeah, I know the owner here. I had his niece in class and stuff. And he goes, class? I said, yeah, I'm a middle school history teacher. He goes, dude, that's a gnarly beard for a history teacher. I was like, yeah, that was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Does my beard itch? No, I literally have no beard itch at all. I have not in probably 4 years. So no, I do not lack in the products or health department. So no beard itch here. Mary, what about you? Do you experience any beard itch these days?
No. You know what? Okay. If I have missed an oil application. Usually, like if I'm getting around, it's crazy. Something comes up, somebody spills something, and I forget to do it. Then I'll notice the dryness. Never all the way to itchy, but maybe a little bit when I'll brush up against something, but very rarely.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good to know. Pita Way is Mediterranean food, Ryan. So yeah, straight up Mediterranean food. I get the most Americanized version ever. Yellow rice, almonds, and chicken with a little bit of seasoning on it, and then rice over or cheese over the top. Oh, Sam gets like double hummus, onions, lettuce, a bunch of healthy stuff, cucumbers and everything. It's so good. And oh man, hey guys, can we get a round of applause in the chat? Seriously, a round of everybody at home, clap it up. Adam stayed up past his bedtime. Adam is one of my good friends, and he has been falling asleep literally before the streams. He's in New York too. He's got the same time as us, but he stayed up for us. He said he was going to try and make the show, so I do appreciate that one. And then somebody said, "How do I not have beard itch?" I drink a lot of water, number one, and then I use good quality products, number two. Those would be the two most important things. Drink a lot of water and have good quality products, and then you're good to go there. And yeah, yep. Brian, Beards and Banjos, he also he's a math teacher, so he goes to bed real early because that's what I think math teachers do. That's
normal.
Pretty much. And so he stayed up as well. So man, thank you. I enjoy that. But yeah, OJ, the juice man, wants to know what's everybody got in beard. Mayor, what do you got in beard?
I'm actually, I'll show you. Okay, you want to see? Because I'm working out of a small station tonight, so I actually went with that. Yeah.
Say it louder.
Like you talk about snow and hitting the slopes. Icebreaker, pretty appropriate, and it works pretty well.
One of my top 2 most used free day oils. When I have a free day from reviewing, that and Ginger Jamboree are my top 2. Without question. It's not even close. And that's not in a collaboration, but Holly did design that with my scent preference in mind. She kind of staked her way around a collaboration, but I'm so appreciative. I have an oil that I'm reviewing. It's not this Friday's video. It's not next Friday's video. It's 3 Fridays from now, their video. So I don't want to say yet, but if you guys come back in 3 Fridays and be like, oh, that's what Dan was wearing. Yep. That's what I'm wearing. So 3 Fridays from now, pretty excited. It's some good stuff. And hello, everybody. I mean, everyone that just came in, thank you guys. Big Bearded Brother. You guys are all awesome. We didn't advertise this or announce this, but we do have a giveaway tonight. We had a member, and I usually don't do this. I usually don't like to accept giveaways from viewers or community members for a lot of different reasons. But this guy has always been super great with the show, and he received a big heated brush for Christmas, an Aberlite Max, which is an awesome tool. And it wasn't for him. It was too big, right? There's certain types of heated brushes that work well. It probably wouldn't work well for your beard, Mayor, but somebody with a medium long beard, it's going to be great. And he was like, hey, can I give it away on your show? And I was like, you know what? Yeah, that fits what we do really well. Let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to be giving that away today. A huge thank you goes out to Carlos from Chicago. So Carlos from Chicago, that would be awesome for us to be able to do that. So thank you for the offer. We do appreciate that.
Absolutely.
I do have a quick story first though.
Okay.
So we, like everybody, hey Owen, like everybody, we have been receiving a lot of packages lately. And Sam ordered some yeah, there's Carlos. Sam ordered some Bluetooth wireless earbuds or whatever. She didn't go AirPods, but she went with the like wraparound ones by Beats by Dre because she works out and wants them to stay in her ear for sure. And I'm sure AirPods do and everything, but she picked them. So go crazy, Sam.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we get 2 packages delivered by UPS today. And let me be clear on this. UPS, not the US Post Office, but UPS. 2 packages delivered, but it said 3 delivered. And the third one was her headphones. So we call, we're like, hey, we did not get 3 packages. We only got 2. And they're like, all right, we'll figure this out. We're going to call the driver and we'll get right back to you. They call back and the driver says, nope, I explicitly remember delivering 3 packages to your house. I'm like, with all your stops today, you specifically remember 3 different, you remember 3 boxes. And they're like, yep, like, oh, Here's the great thing. I have a security camera. Let me pull the footage. No, you didn't. You have 2 packages in your hand, and it's, you know where my security camera is on the side?
Yeah.
It's right below the camera. Like, it couldn't have been any more perfect. She walked right to the camera. And we're like, nope, you only had 2. Turns out that she had delivered the 3rd box. She said to another house. So she gets back here, brings us the box. It is ripped completely open. And Beats by Dre are inside, and she goes, oh, I delivered it to a house down the road. They must have opened it, put it on the porch because they figured out it wasn't theirs. Who does that? Who in their right mind opens a package, sees that it's not your address, sees that you didn't order Beats by Dre earbuds, whatever they're called, and then puts it back out on the porch? Opened by a completely ripped, not like it was just open, like the top was gone. Dude, she tried to steal those. She saw the Target box. She saw that it had some weight to it, and she tried to steal those things, and we called her out on it.
Dude, if I was the delivery company, I'd be watching that one. I don't. Did you say something to him? Like anybody?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we called back, and I said that, hey, this happened. They go, oh man, she is seasonal. She's not even one of our normal employees.
The season's ending.
Yes, right. So this was, and I support the post office. I support delivery. They are like the backbone of our community right now. They're getting undue hate. That is BS. Like that. Beep, 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 beep.
That's what gives everybody a bad name.
Nobody opens a package and then puts it back out on their own porch. She said she went to their house and found the opened package and then brought it back to us. Come on now. So that was that was crazy. That was nuts. So
it's a small little package. I'm sure is compared relative to the other sizes. That's too bad.
And the crazy thing is, it wasn't like, if it was the box was intact, she could have said she left it in the box. It was halfway gone, not just open. It was halfway gone. So man, it was crazy. And yeah, we've never had a problem. I love UPS. UPS has been on point lately, but dude, that's crazy. Nobody. Yeah. And she even said it was on our road. We live in a little cul-de-sac. Everybody knows us. If they saw that it was our package, they were going to bring it to us. So I just had to give that story out there. I'm like, that's at least come up with a better lie. That was a terrible lie.
And how many people that don't have the camera or aren't paying attention close enough has she pulled it off on before?
Right. Because they told us, before I told them I had security footage, they told us we were going to have to take it up with Target, file a claim with Target.
Right.
I'm like, that's messed up, man. That is really, 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 really messed up. So I was not happy with that. And like I said, she was not a UPS full-time employee. It was a seasonal thing. I've on stream, I've gone to bat for the post office. I've gone to bat, but that was crazy, man. That was wild. Before we get into our first beard of the day, my jerky is, I'm not sure. It says grass-fed, and I don't know if that threw me off mentally or not.
No.
And there's no sugar. I usually don't like grass, and I do like sugar. So
the sugar, it's the sugar. The grass-fed it's only gonna make it taste better. I think the sugar, though, missing sugar would be a deal breaker.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna try it again because I have pop to kind of wash the palate out. But it's I don't know.
You're just walking out. It's like walking. You're getting no sugar added cow. You're just going out in the field and the cow's there, and you're just I don't know. You need some sugar. Sugar. Most of our stuff, let me have a drink of my Mountain Dew and tell you, I don't need sugar. I don't need it.
So Adam, Wednesdays, I know you've gone to bed for many, many Wednesdays now, but Wednesdays we drink Mountain Dew. That's our tradition here. If you guys can hit the thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate that. And we do have a couple of UPS guys in here that I love. Todd is one of them. And then also Tyler says, as a UPS driver myself, we've always had trouble with seasonal drivers. The problem is if we didn't have them, we'd be in the same predicament as UPS. Preach. Absolutely preach. I see it all. I'm in no way, shape or form do I blame UPS. I think we just had a bad apple that was seasonal, that was trying to lie and got caught. which I'm glad they got caught because we got our headphones and we didn't have to wait a month for them. We didn't have to go through a bunch of baloney.
Did you have to clean the earwax off at all or anything like that?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, like I think we got her here. And then somebody asked, where did this go? Does the mayor have a YouTube channel? So this is the mayor's YouTube channel. We are partners in crime. The mayor is my 1A to the 1B to the 1 to however you want to call it. Mayor runs our Facebook group together with me. He does this stream every Wednesday. And if you guys are just coming in right now, normally we are in studio. And I only say that because I think it's one aspect that brings us some originality. There's amazing live streams out there just like this, but we are one of the only live streams where we are actually together in person. It kind of changes the vibes and everything. So we usually prefer to be in person. This will be just a 1 week thing. And I mean, in the summer and vacation, it's going to happen all year round, guys. But it's real. It's something that I think is pretty special about our show. So no YouTube channel other than this one. Robert says that mayor's sweatshirt is clean.
Brand new, off the right out the tree into your screen.
Right off the tree. And a little bit of housekeeping, guys, before we get into breaking down some beards. Scrolling down in the bottom, massive live stream. Can I say the biggest of the year tomorrow? For the last 2 years, my New Year's Eve has been the biggest stream of the year for me. And tomorrow is going to be just huge, guys. Beard Octane. I'm also going to be giving away a poop hat. Not this one. This one is mine. I got them right next to me to show off. I'm going to be giving away some poop knives. Yes, poop knives are a real thing. If you don't know what they are, come to the show tomorrow, and I'll show you guys my blade of choice with the poop knife. We're going to be giving away some Beard Octane. We're going to be giving away some Beef Octane, and there may or may not be 3 new things dropping in honor of the show specifically tomorrow. That's all you get. That's all you get, guys. So there may be 1, 2, 3 things dropping tomorrow. And hey, maybe there's some stream custom stickers just for the stream. Hey, back easy there. So that is tomorrow, guys. 9 p.m. Oh yeah, and I'm giving away a bidet. Literally giving away a bidet. Now, the person that is sponsoring the bidet giveaway tried to give us one. Sam put the block. Sam said, "Nope, no bidets in this house." She said it freaks her out, and she does not want that. Yes, Canadians are eligible to win the bidet, the poop knives, all that stuff. Yeah, 100%.
That last sentence you just said, that's a pretty funny sentence. Like, how do you get there in light? Like, it's awesome, isn't it? I was trying to tell my family I was doing the dishes again tonight. I don't know if they're watching downstairs, but they're hearing me say that. So I was doing the dishes again, and I said, this is essentially a poop knife. And they said, well, I'm still eating, so stop talking about that. And I said, let me tell you, this is a poop knife. All right? What's a poop knife? And we went into the whole story, and they said, I'm still eating. And I said, but you need to know. Okay? So now they know. Because now I just learned last week.
Yeah, me too. Now I have 7. So yeah. All right. Yeah, that bite was better. That bite was better.
Okay. Maybe it's just the top. The good stuff settles to the bottom. You just shake it up.
Yeah. It was not great, but it is pretty good, man. Hey man, you're welcome. Yeah, I'm always anybody that ever needs help on anything, everybody that needs advice, reach out to me anytime, guys, and I'm more than happy to help you out. I do prefer it on Instagram. So if you can get a hold of me there, that's the easiest way. So yeah, I do appreciate that. All right. I'm going to flip the bottom now that we got that out of the way. And we have Beard Advice Live. So if you guys want to get your beard featured on Beard Advice Live, you're going to send pictures, problems, and goals of your beards to Dan_command@yahoo.com. And Mayor, what are we looking for? How's this show work? What's about to go down?
Well, we're not looking for a flex. We're not looking for somebody with an amazing beard. We're looking for you and me, guys that are maybe hitting a wall and they're like, I don't know, should I go longer? Should I try to style where I'm at? Or maybe they have they just don't, they're like, I don't want a beard anymore. Those are the ones we really worry about. They're in a beard crisis. They're not sure where to go. And then we have guys where we're only giving advice, but we've had guys where you know what? Your beard's really long and some of the hairs are outgrowing the others. So we just kind of draw lines, give hard lines, give our opinions and tips. And Brian Carter's going to suggest that you use the blowout, watch the blowout video. He has, like, he mentioned on Facebook, Dan, I'm not calling him out. No, he's like, and I'll probably suggest that. I'm like, that's because it does, but as often it's a big hitter, a big hit for suggestions. So we just look for guys who are asking questions about beards. They're looking for like a low key, chill way to get advice, and all the guys watching on the side help out too. Give us some great ideas.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna typo check Mayor on one part. He said we're not looking for amazing beards. We are more than open to amazing beards. I would say most of what we receive are amazing beards, but we just want people with specific questions, specific problems, specific goals. You can have an amazing beard and be like, dude, this spot right here is bothering me. This is amazing. This is a 10 out of 10, but right here is bothering me. What do you guys think I should do? So we welcome all beards. And Chad has a great question here. He says, can you send in even if you don't think you have a problem with your beard? I'm pretty happy with mine. I just want to know what you both think. So Chad, we kind of had a good realization on Monday. If we have another, and I haven't even talked to the mayor about this, but Eric with an A came up with a great idea. If we have another slow week, we're going to turn that into semi-flex weeks, and we're going to do exactly that. We're going to have, if we don't have a lot of people on, we're going to have guys send in their beard, not to flex, but guys to send in their beard to say, hey, what do you think? And then we could talk about, like right now with the mayor, I'm going to say, hey, man, I love how your mustache is the star of the show right now. When I look at you first, I see your mustache. And then I love the texture you have going on, right? Those would be those kind of things. So I think that if you have a slow week, I'm never worried again. I think that's a cool idea.
Well, and what happens when you leave town is everything changes. But I think that's a brilliant idea. It's just a natural kind of development with that. But, you know, we're here for all beardsmen. So I accept and approve that clarification of what I said earlier.
Yes. All right. So our first one is an update that we are going to go over. And Ryan just simply wanted to say, if you guys have not sent in, he wholeheartedly recommends that you send in. And I do appreciate that. Ryan has said that in a couple of other places as well. And so that is something that really helps us out. So if you have not sent in, oops, wrong thing here. He's fully encouraging and recommending that you guys do send in here. So let me show you an update picture for Ryan. Ryan was struggling with a few aspects, and this is what he has going on right now. Oh, yeah. Look at those lines. Look at how clean that is, swooping down through the chin. That mustache is growing out. He is absolutely killing it. And I think his beard was a little bit longer before we got a hold of him, and he kind of made some adjustments, and now everything is just doing strong. And again, he wants to encourage everybody to try, because we know that this isn't sometimes the most naturally easy thing to do, to have like 200 people looking at your beard right now and trying to give you advice. So just something to think about. Yep, this is Cheesehead Ryan. He is a Packers fan, if you guys are curious. So he is yep, that's me. There he is. So thank you, Ryan, for sending in, man. That beard is looking fantastic. Mayor, any add-ins for Mr. Ryan there?
No, it looks filling it. You know, I follow him on Instagram and everything like that. He's just got a really just a great beard. He seems like he's doing the right things. I see good thickness. He's got the underbeard thickness, kind of like I do. He's kind of dealing with that little chin area that I hacked off accidentally a little bit last week. You know, where kind of keeping that balance between the hairs right behind the front, the lower, the star of your beard. Can be a dance, and you know he's doing a good job with it. I think all of it on point.
Awesome. So thank you, Ryan, for sending that update. I do appreciate that. Aaron says, I have a question. How do I boost my beard longer? Aaron, I just recently released a video that said faster beard growth. Please go check that out after the stream. It will do a much better job of answering than anything that I can do or anybody that's in here. Somebody asked about the mayor's Instagram. I will put it up here. It'll be up throughout the night. but it is MayorsBeardJourney on Instagram. MayorsBeardJourney on Instagram. All right. So that should help out a lot there. And guys, please keep chatting it up, chopping it up in the chat here. Mondays, I try to get to everybody. Boom, boom, hit that. Wednesday's a little bit more conversational. We got some going on. We are not ignoring anyone, so please don't think that. After pretty much every stream, I get a message from somebody saying that they couldn't believe that I ignored them. I'm really not, guys. It's just we kind of keep a flow going. What's up, everyone? I apologize for the tardiness. Hectic day, to say the least. We can begin the stream now. Yeah, thank you, Joe. You did have a hectic day. Hopefully, you'll be able to share the story tomorrow. Joe, I literally just opened this up. I have not tried it. I have not even smelled it. This is the Applewood Smoky Flavor Bacon Jerky from Beef Octane. All right, let me get that first one.
I want to take a look at that thing, too. There you go. Okay, it looks like bacon.
It really does. I just missed my mouth, but it does. Oh, my gosh. Joe, is this candied? Oh my gosh. Have you ever had candied bacon before?
Yeah. Oh yeah. One of my favorite restaurants does it brings it out as an appetizer on the clothesline.
Wait, was it the one Bad Brad's?
Bad Brad's, yep.
Love Bad Brad's. Have we gone there together?
I don't think so. It's good.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Is it like that?
Whoa, Mayor. I'm. oh
my
God.
Not making it till next week, is it? That's all right.
All right. I'll save that one for you. He says, wait till you try the brown maple sugar one. Oh my gosh. All right. Again, I was unsure on my first jerky. That is stupid. That is stupid. It's bacon jerky, you guys. It tastes like candied bacon. Oh, cheers, Joe. Oh, my gosh.
He's got a hit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and we do officially have gluten-free, the Bearded Reaper jerky.
Yes.
Merritt's on. It is on.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you to try it.
I've never smoked in my life, but why do I feel like I need a smoke break right now?
Oh, wow.
I feel like I had to step outside for a smoke. Like that. Oh, my goodness. Bacon jerky. Wow. Awesome. Okay. All right. Let's get into a beard here. That got wild there. We are going to start with, there's a guy who is not here. I think we may have two people that are not here right now. But I wanted to make sure we cover them. So let me see who we have. First up, Jim Baker. Are you in the building? Jim Baker, he didn't know if he was going to be able to make it. So we are at about the 9:30 mark. So I can mentally know to say to Jim Baker or Mayor if you happen to come across the Jim Baker. And we'll go with him first here. I'm going to read his statement. He said, hopefully I'll be able to make it. Looking for tips. I usually get my beard this tame and straight out of the shower with a blow dryer. He uses the Chicago combs, and he says, how can I keep it more straight throughout the day and less tangles at the end? I have a heated brush, but I know it should not be in the daily grooming mix. He said, I am looking for a point of about 6 to 8 inches in that length and be able to maintain a less frizzy appearance. So essentially he gets his beard the way that he wants it. And then by the end of the day, it is frizzy and no longer cooperating with him. So he wants to be able to know what he can do. And he just has one picture here. Fair warning, you guys, this is a fantastic beard. But this is kind of what we were talking about earlier. He's really interested in
styling,
tame throughout the day. Okay. And I think this is at the end of the day, the more kind of frizziness he's saying here. So this will be more of like a tips one, not so much like critiquing style and stuff, but anybody in the chat, what this man can do to help it stay the way he would like it throughout the day. All right. So strong beard, right? He has great density. He's got the mustache. He's got the texture to it. Anybody in the chat as well, we always welcome your guys' encouragement, your guys' advice, the tips and tricks that you bring as well. Mayor, do you have anything to begin? And if you ever don't, always feel free to punt.
Yeah, no, I just have basics. If I'm JV, Dan, if you're a pro level, he's RC and I'm on JV as far as beard length goes. But I would say you're gonna go the highest heat you can with a heated brush, and you're gonna find the right balm and the right with a higher wax content to give you that hold. And with masks, you can't beat it. Masks are going to like that's a deal breaker, and you just have to either deal with it, or that's going to be a game changer going in and out of buildings or whatever your mask situation is. But I would say highest heat on the heated brush. Don't be afraid to get. I mean, you're going to lose some of that like natural beard look that you have, but that's how I get into most control is the highest heat I can do on a brush, not being afraid to hold it a little longer. Using that tension, grabbing. And then I like a high concentrated wax balm. I like 7 Potions balm for that.
So this is another reason why I love this show is because when guys send in, there's so many others that watch it now or in the future that have the same kind of problems. Todd just said, I have the same beard and the same problem waiting to hear the answer. That is super, super cool. So yeah, and something that I will piggyback on what the mayor was saying in his email, he said, I know a heated brush should not be a part of the daily routine. The mayor, from his personal experience, but also people that use it, would say that that's totally fine. Give it a shot. I think people don't give their beards enough credit for its resilience, especially when it comes to heat. Everyone's been told heat is going to kill your hair. Heat's going to kill your hair. And it's just usually not the truth. That's one of those things that's just spread around because it's easy to say. It has a nice little zip to it, but it's just not that true. I mean, of course you can, but if you know what you're doing, you can use heat on a daily basis and have absolutely no problem. So would you agree with that statement, Mayor? Maybe try using that heat on a daily basis?
Yeah. Don't be afraid to see if it does it. And for me, like, even though I say like heated brush every day, like I didn't even bring it with me. So I'll have a reset here and there. And I notice it gets fuller. I literally have this sitting on the bed. I'll just sit here and do that all day long. Cause like when I'm not straightening it, it just wants to like pick it out and get it full. And so you can if you're taking some time off, like a weekend off, and you don't have to be like game ready, I think you're good if it's giving you what you want during the business week or whatever, do it.
Yep. And so, Jim, there's a bunch of angles here, and then I'm going to drop a bomb on you in a little bit, Jim. So wait for us here. And this is an advice bomb, all right? YouTube algorithm gods, please take that for the context it's in.
Right, yes.
A couple great ones. Cold blast with a blow dryer, so important. If you're not finishing off with that cold blast, that is huge. And kind of I don't want to get off too much on a tangent, but to go with your heat statement, I had taken like several months, not this current month, but previous, where I was only using heat maybe once a week, maybe twice a week. I was going for a real big volume look, and I was feeling it. And then I noticed it started to get a little bit too unruly and was not fitting my personal preference. So I've now gone back to using heat every single day. And I am almost regretting those 2 months. I don't regret it because I learned from it and I experienced what it was like for me. And in the moment, I thought that was better. But I like heat. I like my beard appearance under heat. I still have that girth. I still have that volume, but it just looks cleaner for me. And I don't think it looks unnaturally straight. I don't think it looks like female head hair. So for me, that daily heat is something I've just reassured myself about. Eric also says, if it's frizzy, spritz with water and comb through. Spritz is one of my favorite words. That is a good word there. Here we go. Has to be a fighter. He does look like he could beat me up. That is true. Steve Funk, I mean, most people do, but Steve Funk Daddy says more length will help. Yes.
Weight.
Yes. More weight, more gravity, more length. He said he wants to get to about 6 to 8 inches. If you just keep growing, that will truly help you out. So just consider that, keep it growing, and that's going to really take care of itself as you go through. And this one is a greatly underestimated point here. I don't know if Blair's in the chat tonight, but Blair has a fantastic beard, right? Blair's beard looks very straight, big gray beard. He's from Michigan. He does not use heat. He attributes his straight beard on this beard journey. He's had several beard journeys, but he attributes this beard journey straightness to using quality conditioner. He said that that has changed his beard like he had never had before. So something like having a good quality conditioner and butter, both of those will aid in control and last with the control. So I agree, DJ. Very, very good point there. All right, so let me see here. There was a couple other great ones. With a longer beard than the mare, wouldn't it be better if he used a blow dryer? It's all personal preference, but with this style of beard, I would agree that a blow dryer would be the better bet here. I think a blow dryer would give it more of that natural, more of that density by still getting the control that you want and need. So, yeah. I bought mine at Target and wouldn't work. I think I got mine at the dollar store, to be honest.
Yeah, that was Tim. Tim's like, go to the dollar store.
Yeah. Yep, that was in our moderator group chat. So yeah, I really think I got it from the dollar store, and it's been great. So
buy 6 of them for the price of the one at the other store, and then one of them's and then you put them in every bathroom. And well, I don't have 6 bathrooms, so you can have a few extra.
And Brian, Mr. BC said, I'm finding if I comb better after shower, it didn't curl as much. And I think that's what you were getting at, Mayor. You said you were kind of constantly, now you don't have the heated brush, you're kind of constantly combing. I agree. Finding that rhythm for your combing is going to make a big one. So his goals, Peter, was to have a 6 to 8 inch beard, and he wants more control at the end of the day. Oh, here's Jim. Hey, Jim, welcome on in. Awesome. So he wants more control at the end of the day. And Jim, if there's anything that you want to add in, you want to edit, hey guys, I actually do this. Hey guys, I actually do that. Please throw it in there, and we will adjust and go where we may. But he wants to have that control. So Jim, I don't know how much of that you caught, but you'll be able to go back. If not, there were some fantastic comments and statements out there. But I do think all of those things are going to really, really help you out. And hello to everybody. Hello, Susanna. Hello, Molly. Welcome on in, guys.
Here. This is the number 8 Brian's talking about, guys. Do you ever take this and just like let it slide through? And then if you ever have literally this, there's nothing that feels like this.
No.
The carbon fiber. Like you let it slide through and then you catch. And if you work that catch, eventually it's just amazing. Like it's kind of like picked out I've never, I rock a straight beard, but if you want to get a full feel for what your beard looks like and your underbeard and get it cleaned out, that tool is amazing. It's a tool. It's more than just a comb. I love you, number 8. I love you, number 8.
It really is true. I love those combs with a passion. I really do. I wish I had an affiliate with them, but I don't. So I wish I had a Blackstone affiliate, a Chicago Combs affiliate, and then there's something else that I'm always pushing.
I'll just take a Disney affiliate. I just need the one.
Ooh, yeah. Or Mountain Dew. That would be a good affiliate too.
Pepsi-Cola.
Yeah, that would be better than a Kent. Allen, hands down, not comparable. Yes, better than a Kent. And I was late to the Chicago game. I can admit that. I was late. I tried their smallest models with my first 2, and I was like, this is nothing, right? This ain't any difference. And then I got the number 8 and the number 7. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, this is very different. There's something special here. Yeah, there's something special. All right, so Jim, I'm gonna drop it on you here, Jim. Here's my big bomb that I'm coming with, and I feel like a lot of guys know exactly what I'm about to say, and I feel like a lot of guys are thinking it as well here. To add to the appearance of your beard, Jim, I think it is time to shave your head. Bald and bearded. Can I get a little chant, a little mantra in the chat? Bald and bearded. Bald and bearded.
It would be a mean look.
Yes.
Like a nice mean.
You by no means have a bad hairline. You're by no means balding. I'm not saying that at all. I just think a bald to bearded with a nice little taper right down here. Ooh. Dude, I think that would 100% complete your look. You look very, I don't know if he's in here right now, but Barbecue Steve Beards and Wood, Steve Ferrulo, you guys look like your cousins. You look very, very similar. But yes.
You pull that look off. I feel like you're going to pull up to the drive-thru to get up your food, and they'll be like, oh, sorry, here you go. No, we don't need your money. No.
Yes.
Sorry, sir. Sorry.
And everybody
just pull ahead and wait stuff for you. We're going to get everybody out of line.
Yep.
And get his stuff.
Yep. So everybody said, everybody was, I think, was holding it in. They're like, I don't want him to beat me up. And then when I said it, they're like, yes, bald and bearded. I think that would look really cool. Hey, a short mohawk, that would look sweet too. That would be awesome. My first year of teaching, I don't know if you knew this, Mayor, I rocked a short mohawk.
How long? For how long? Like,
The whole year.
wait, when you were at the other building.
It might have been. Yeah, it might have been at the high school. Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah,
because I think I would have remembered that one.
Yeah, that makes sense. I have a picture of it from my classroom, but it was at the high school. So okay. All right. Well, Jim, hopefully I haven't seen you type anything since you said you were here. Hopefully you're just taking it all in, kind of letting the information absorb in. But there were some great tips out there, but I do think it's time to give a shot for bald and bearded. If you got any questions, man, drop them and we'll be able to help you out as we go through. And hello, Gary Lewis. Welcome on in.
Welcome, Gary.
Yeah, great start there. That would be an example of we are more than happy to have great beards. We just need a little bit of a frame. We just need a little bit of some guidance of what you're looking for. Yep. True, Todd. That's a great point. Todd's on fire tonight. Todd says if you shave it and don't like it, it will grow back. Yeah, that was only like a couple weeks worth of head hair growth. So yeah, man, you'd be easily able to grow it back. So give it a try. Maybe it's a maintenance thing, right? When you go bald and bearded, you do need a little bit more maintenance when it's not choice. Some guys don't have to do much because it's not a choice by them. But I think you can pull it off. And again, hello to everybody, guys. I see you all in there. I love you guys. Nah. Yeah, Holly, we got yours already. Holly sent in and we covered it already. So, yep. No. Hey, thank you, Gary. I got the poop hat. I got this one. This one next to me. If you guys are just coming in, take a look down at the bottom of the screen. We have, or actually, I'll leave it now right there at the screen. New Year's Eve live stream tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'll be giving away this twin hat over here to one of you guys. So just keep that in mind as you go through there. Okay. All right. Question: can anybody put an item inside your beard? Oh yeah, man. I could hide my iPhone in there if I wanted to.
Not me. I mean, like maybe some chiclets or Tic Tacs, like a little Easter egg hunt. Okay, Luke. This year you're just going through Daddy's beard. This is terrible. I'm moving next door.
What flavor Tic Tac is it today?
Ooh, orange. It's got to be orange. It does nothing for your breath, but they're delicious.
What's the logo on the mayor's hat today?
Actually, I was wearing this hat, and I started sweating in places that like 5 minutes in, and I'm like grip. So I'm like, it's not happening. So this is Royal Beardsman, which I just like the way this hat feels. And then, sometimes I like to do the flat brim. I'm more naturally a dad hat kind of guy, but I've kind of, since getting in the beard game, converted to some flat brims more and more. Because you see the youngsters with them, and you just got to either get on board or let the train go by. And I'm not ready to let it go by just yet.
Yes.
But that's another show.
That is a company that has been a sponsor of our Facebook group. So any companies out there, we are booking 2021 sponsors. I think we probably have half the year booked. We probably got 6 months booked already. So just reach out to us if you want the details on how that works. They were a fantastic company to work with for the sponsorship, and I know it paid off for them really well as well. So before we get into that next one, Mayor, hit the people on our Facebook group, guys. I got information scrolling down at the bottom. What's been going on? What's our Facebook group all about? And usually we get a couple people every Wednesday.
Gentlemen and ladies, do you have a beard, or does your husband have a beard? Do you like beards? You should check out our Facebook group, Command's Corner. In 1 year, we've pushed it to about 4,300 people. What are we? We are the nice guys of the beard world. We're gonna say positive things to each other. We have theme days, Video Tuesday, Monochrome Monday, Filter Friday, and more. And we just hang out. If you feel like dropping a picture and you feel like your beard's looking good and you want to share it with somebody more than just yourself, you should join our group. But the biggest thing is that we stay positive and that we are, the things that we think in our head that we don't, we don't say the negatives. And that's very unique policy on Facebook. But Dan and I spend a lot of time and energy, just, keeping it chill, keeping it positive, because we believe in that. And boy, this year we've needed it. I don't know about you guys, but we have. And it's gone. The group says, the membership shows us people were looking for a place like this. So if that's you, check us out on Facebook.
Absolutely, absolutely. And read the rules. It may not fit your style, guys, and that's totally okay. We do have, it's a couple people have brought up and said that people mention our rules and make fun of it on other Facebook groups. Hey, we fully know that we are not for everybody. And every month we do group exclusive giveaways, by the way. So each month we have a company that we love, and they are going to sponsor us, and we do giveaways that are exclusively for that one. So we are excited. All right, best bait group. Good. Okay, let's get into our next one here. This is one that I do not believe he was able to make it, but he's got, this is again, fantastic beard warning, guys. Fantastic beard warning here. There is a lot going on here. This is a guy who has fouled. This is Andrew V. Andrew V, the bearded suitsman. If he is in here, go ahead and leave a comment. But I don't think he was going to be able to make it. But Andrew V, been a subscriber of the channel for a long time. Great beard. Absolutely great beard. But he said, I'm looking for a little advice on how to trim my beard. All right, guys, get that frame of mind. He's looking for advice on how to trim his beard. I still haven't found a barber yet that I trust. How do you think I should go about trimming the sides and underneath? I do have a major cowlick growing across the bottom of my cheek line. So he wants essentially the DanC trim, the sides and underneath. Let's give him a line. Let's give him some advice, and we'll see. We've got a lot of pictures here, and he is showing all aspects of his beard, which I love and appreciate. I've had guys that apologize, and they're like, "Hey, I'm sorry. This is too prepared to." No, we appreciate when guys try to get it right and try to add in some valuable content. So never ever apologize, guys. We genuinely appreciate it. The show would not go without you guys. All right. Sure. Star Wars collection. Yeah. No Star Wars in the group. All right. So here's what we're looking at. Beard underneath there. And we'll kind of focus on some that we have going. And again, he's looking for advice on how to trim his beard. Now, his beard looks very, very similar to mine, right? The texture, the shape. Again, he's been following my channel for a long time. So keep going here. All right, and this is a good one to kind of show the transparency, as the mayor says. Mayor, what's your rule when you're looking at a beard like this for approaching a trim?
Oh, I'm a squinter. I squint. I take a look at the picture, and I just kind of like, it helps me to see where that line is. If there's some hairs that are in areas that are growing faster, you can kind of see it. And yeah,
what did Molly call it? The line of obstitution.
Delineation. The line of rump. No, it wasn't that. It was like,
yeah, I think it is.
Molly, are you still there? It wasn't that. It wasn't delineate. It was the cut line.
But demarcation. Demarcation. Yeah. Got to go finish The Mandalorian. Oh, my God. Holly. Thank you for the super chat. You are a maniac. Holly, you're going to have to go watch the start of the stream. We had some words about what the mayor has in beard today. So, Holly, go check out the beginning of the stream. Again, we had some words. All right, demarcate. All right, guys. Jeez. Look at them all yelling at us there. But that was something I had never heard of. I don't think the mayor ever heard of it either. He just kind of made it up on the spot. But it works. If you were to squint right now, you can see where the body of his beard is and nothing else. All right, so we're taking a look here. We're just going to kind of quickly go through these and then take a look at where we should have the trim at. I think he's just kind of having some fun.
Yeah, I love it. He's a confident beard guy. Like like your swoops and dupes. I don't know if that's Molly. I don't know if that's a real term either. But the swoops and dupes, when you're a guy and you kind of mess in the shower, you can get the side curl or the surprise face beard. There's nothing wrong with that. All right.
So his beard is 9 inches wide, by the way. That is a wide beard. And let's see how long it is. We are looking at just about 6.5 inches long, which it looked longer than that. I would have thought that it was closer to my length. All right, let me see here where we're at, where the best view is. I think this is probably our best view for his beard. So for me, I'll start this one. We had the mayor kick off the last one. I think that this one is pretty simple. If he wants to trim, he just needs to do my singed beard video. Literally, here's your line right here, Andrew. And again, this is a simple trim right here. It's the squint test. It's what the mayor's talking about. It is the demarcation line, as Molly likes to say. She also said swoop and dupe is now officially vocabulary. All right, so here's your line right here. Yeah, this guy is funny. His pictures are hilarious. I like the humor in them here. All right, right here. One more time. And it's just, Andrew, a maintenance trim. This is not changing your shape. This is not changing your style. This is just something that you should do once, twice, 3 times a year, depending how comfortable you are. Mainly because the ends get transparent. It's just how beards grow. Your front of your beard is going to grow a little bit faster than other aspects of your beard. So you just want to be able to trim it down a little bit. I would get buzzers and go in a little swooping motion, trimmers, clippers, whatever you'd like to call them. And I'd go right there. Dude, it's going to look thicker than ever. It's going to look very full. It's going to be a fantastic trim. And I think it's going to be really easy. And yeah, to kind of sum it up, cut what you can see through easily there. Yep.
And that's only because of uneven growth and just your star growers are just standing out, and there's nothing, it doesn't mean that eventually they don't all catch up. Yeah. I think when I started understanding that, it really helped me to like trim my beard myself, do my own trims, because until you realize that, your hairs, different areas are going to grow differently, you kind of think of your haircut where you always go and it's done. It's like what, whatever. Even though that's more complicated. Come to find out, even that is more complicated than just trimming everything down to one with clippers down to, unless you go to one barbershop in our area, then they just do it that way. But most stylists will give you a few different lengths because it sits different. And your beard is no different.
Yep, and that's true. Your beard hairs grow at different lengths, okay? So keep that in mind. Take care, Matthew. So yeah, dude, Andrew, super simple trim. One more time. Here's your line right here. Start on this corner. Do not touch over here at all. Leave it alone. Right here. Ready? You're good. Mustache, killer mustache. If it was me personally, I'm going to take it off the lip line a little bit. It looks like it's curving into your mouth. I would just go a little, get scissors up here, trimmers down here. Yep. Oh, I was on the wrong page. Scissors up here, trimmers down here. I think that's going to be a really, really easy one. Oh, is he in here? Andrew V? Hey, he's in here. All right. Would you suggest about 1 inch? Let me see. Hey. So I'm glad he was able to make, both the guys that didn't think they're going to make it were able to make it today.
Awesome. Let's
see with the tape measure. That's actually super useful with the tape measure. Okay. So he's saying, would you suggest about 1 inch here? So if your beard is starting right at about the 6 inch mark, going up to 5, exactly. I would go exactly 1 inch. Look where that beard is at right there, and swoop it around 1 inch all over. Oh yeah, Andrew, that is perfect. Go up to 5 inches. You need your beard to be at 5 inches, and that's going to be the perfect trim that you're going to have. So yes, man, it's going to be really, really nice. If a trim is done like that during the first year, could you still qualify for the Yeard, who is the keeper of the official Yeard rules? That's tough. A Yeard is whatever you make it, right? A Yeard is committing to a year of beard growth. Yeard purist would say that no, that you are out. That's too major of a trim to consider a Yeard, but it's up to you. Yeah, it is. It's 100% up to you on that one. But good question.
Molly just dropped some knowledge. Like, she just kind of explained something like how a clipper trim works. Like she's like, my worlds are colliding and I'm okay with that. Yeah. But she's like, take the brush and use it for your tension. Same thing when you're doing a short beard trim, get that tension and then use those clippers. Don't be on a live stream when you do it, but use, hold it down, and then, that makes sense.
I personally do not recommend that or like that.
Okay.
I have
I've
messed
never
up my
tried it.
beard, and I've seen others mess up their beard. Just because, and here's what I think is the big difference. Beards hang freely, and beards hang without any obstacle of worrying about your neck, about worrying about your ears. Beards just hang right here. And I think it's easier for most guys just to get sharp, fast clippers and just make that little swooping line. If you're someone that likes control and you want to really break it down, you can do that. But here's another aspect where the challenge comes in. Now you're using two hands. It does complicate things. When I bring in lefty, now we're making stuff a little bit more complicated. So you're not going to be able to trim and have both your hands free. So for me, doing that is really tough. I will give you an example. Andrew, you're absolutely welcome, man. Thank you for that submission. That was fantastic. That was really, really fantastic. So let me give you just as a guide. Yep, that's what I think she was meaning as well too, Brian. Rather than trying to strain it, but when you go to the barber, right? When they take like a comb and they get your hair, they just go and they go along.
Yeah, I've always known, how do they know how to do that? And
they're very good at what they do, right? They went to school for it. They were really, really good. And yeah, they just can go through, boom, 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 and they use that. That's exactly what she's saying. Yeah, you're right, Brian.
Yeah.
But I had tried out a brush that was meant to have a blow dryer blast through it. So you'd brush and blow the blow dryer through it. You guys, I could not. And that's a great point to make sure you don't cut too much. I could not get the coordination down of using a blow dryer and this brush at the same time. I could not do it. They were going in different directions and not communicating with each other. It was the craziest thing. But yes, that is a great tip that some of you could do. For me, big one that I just can't do. Yeah, I just can't do it. But that is what the pros do when they're cutting somebody else's hair. Hey, real quick, let's get rid of it. And Andrew, thank you. That was a really cool one. That was a really, really cool one there.
I love it. I love hearing that because, you probably saved me from freewheeling it off. And you're right. Like, there's a good point to that. But it's like you could also, anytime you're adding tension, I guess you mistakenly cut off. You can take off more than you plan. Because it's bunched and then it pops out. And with the beard, it's like little millimeters make a big difference in the wrong spot.
Hey, man, shout out here to South Africa. This is my buddy. He set his alarm for 4 a.m. in South Africa to join us.
Welcome.
How cool is that? All right, but hey, real quick,
awesome.
We do have a little giveaway here. This is an unusual giveaway for us. So here's the story. So please only enter this giveaway if you would like to be able to join into this giveaway. So some people could possibly complain about this one because of whatever reason. So if this is not your comfort level or something that you would like, please don't enter. It's just as simple as that, right? It doesn't hurt anything to not enter. So Carlos, our buddy in here, received an Aberlite Max. And Aberlite is one of the best brands. I would say easily a top 2 brand when it comes to heated brushes. And that's not just me saying that. Most guys in the chat right now would agree with that. It's Scuba's favorite brand. So the Aberlite Max, he received this as a gift for Christmas, and it was just too big for his beard. He was just simply not a fan of it. And he reached out and said, can I give this away on the channel? And normally I say no, just because I things coming from guys and stuff. I usually like to work with companies, but I thought it was a super kind offer. It's a brand new heated brush, and he simply was just being very kind, right? He didn't ask for anything. He's going to ship it out. He didn't ask for any payments for shipping. He just wanted to give back to the community. So I thought that was pretty darn cool and was an honor. And for him, he just simply said that I prefer the blow dryer. So it just was not anything that he wanted. So if you win, I will gather your information and I will get your shipping information over to Carlos, and he'll be sending it from Chicago. So very cool, man. And this is a big one. Let me go back to the teeth here. Now, Mare, think about your cushion bar, right? Your Koshibar has those little tiny like daggers, almost like canine type teeth. This boy's got the molars. This got some thick ones. Andrew V, his last beard that we just looked at, he could absolutely benefit from having this if he wanted a tool, right? If he wanted a tool, this would be the one for him. Okay, so just consider that, guys. This is what we're giving away. That is the situation. He said he does not have the original box. He said I tossed it out like in my excitement. So he's going to package it up, wrap it up really nicely. He's got the owner's manual. You can see this thing is perfectly pristine and an amazing, it's brand new. So again, guys, I don't want anybody being like, hey, this didn't come properly. And you'd be shocked. That stuff happens, unfortunately. So please just kind of consider that when you are going here. I'm going to get everything ready on this one. And yeah, and some people, a heated brush just doesn't fit them, right? It's just not in their wheelhouse, and that's okay, right? That is okay.
When you get that ready, Dan, I saw Pete's asked a few times about my favorite, if I could pick my favorite couple cents, 2-3 cents of the year. Oh boy, and that's really, you know, I live in a luxury, like I'm not a reviewer, but I kind of do some stuff. So I would say Vagabond from Black Rebel, and then I would go with like Scarecrow from Chesapeake, Liquid Gold I love from Beard Octane, and then I'm blown away by Icebreaker. I just love that, and especially with the Icebreaker, something about it just feels good. It smells good, but it just has been something this in the cold months. It's just been really dealing with my beard. So Icebreaker, Vagabond, Scarecrow, and Liquid Gold are the big highlights of my year, and I can't go any lower than that. I cannot narrow it down to 3.
Awesome. Hey, Daniel M. Oh, we have not gotten to you yet, Dan, by the way. All right, so this is a giveaway for this heated brush from Carlos. Again, guys, only enter if you would like to win this one as we go through. So we're going to go with the old school method of giveaways. Tomorrow for my New Year's Eve live stream, I will have the new style where I use the gleam and we make it all fancy. But this one, because it's a little bit different today, I want to go with the old style. So the old style. Only enter once. Please remember the internet's going to prioritize your answer over everyone else. So just something to consider here, okay? And for this one, hopefully tomorrow, anybody can enter at all, please. But if this one, guys, let's make this one USA only. Sorry there, but this is Carlos. And even shipping to Canada is crazy. To ship something like this to Canada is going to be 30, 40, 50 bucks. So for this one, just because it's a community member and we don't want to put too much on his kind plate that he offered, let's make sure we only enter USA. Tomorrow, go crazy, guys. Let me get South Africa. Let me get India. Let me get Europe in the chat, winning all those giveaways. Joe said tomorrow is going to be the craziest giveaways of all time. That was an official story that he posted on Instagram. He said the craziest giveaways of all time. Okay? All right, Adam, take care. Get some sleep, man. I will see you tomorrow. He said legit. All right? So just keep that in mind there. Okay. Giveaway, guys. Please wait until I say the word that is spelled G-O to be able to win this one. All I need you to do is enter once. Give me a number. 1 through 30, go. 1 through 30, go. Good luck, guys. Heat brush from Carlos in Chi-Town. That's Chicago for anybody.
Oh, Chicago home? I got it right here.
There you go.
No, you didn't say Chicago home.
It's similar one, but no, not that Chicago comb. All right, and we have a winner. Awesome. I'm glad I don't have to re-roll or anything like that. Very cool. Let me see. I go back. Oh man, come on, there to go. Where did it go? There we go. All right, and again, guys, it is only the first one to show up on my screen, and make sure you are only entering once. I believe that's pronounced Sia. I know you're new probably to this stream, so no worries, but you only want to enter once into the giveaway here. So just for future reference on that. All right, our winner here. Let me show the number on the screen so you guys can see. The random number generator is 12. And our winner, the first one on the screen with number 12 that only entered once, would be Rob L. Rob L. Congratulations, man. Huge shout out to Carlos one more time for making this happen. And again, he reached out to me and he was like, yeah, can I do this for the community? So that was really kind, really caring of him to be able to hook us up like that. So congrats, Rob. Get a hold of me, DanCBearded on Instagram or Dan_command@yahoo.com. I've got that scrolling down at the bottom. If you could get a hold of me tonight, and I'll get that information over to Carlos so he can get it out to him, get out to you whenever it's convenient for him. So pretty cool, man. I love giving away tools on Wednesdays. So yes. All right, let me see this question real quick. DanCBeard, is it too much conditioning when you do condition, oil, then butter? Nope. That's a pretty normal part of the cycle, as long as you're not doing too many conditioning days. All right.
Right. Like if you were conditioning every day and you were doing oil and butter, I would think your beard wouldn't even know what to do with all that stuff. If you were doing it because I run into that when I get out of the shower or bath, I will have just conditioned and I'm like, do I hit it with the oil and the butter? And I usually, if you guys ever watch that video, the routine, I like to fill the blocks in with my flossing routine and let the beard sit for 5 minutes between each thing, whatever it is, butter, oil, conditioner. I consider those three. Yeah, I wouldn't put them all in within the same minute.
Yep. Agreed. Russ wants to ask Mayor, why aren't you in the same house?
I am up north. We went skiing yesterday. This is our my wife's family's, my in-laws' cottage. She's an only child, so I'm in my own room up here. We got a place. I got my own dresser and a couple drawers here. So if I forget stuff, it's amazing. It's just bad when you travel other places and you don't have your things where you're going, that it's tough. But so we come up every year. We kind of came up a little later this year. Typically I'm going to a Michigan State basketball game or two right now. But I usually buy the student seats when they're not there. But that, nobody's going and they're not playing like anybody wants to see them anyways right now. So I am up here and we're doing this and we'll be back after New Year's.
Yeah. And yeah, Jason, we have skiing all over in Michigan. We have some great slopes up in northern Michigan. So
you're looking at 1 to 2 minute runs down the hill, not like my sons are starting to ask about Colorado. We've gotten them skiing since they could walk more or less, just so they never had to go through that awkward. I'm like, you guys, because my oldest son is 6th grade and he's getting into ski club time. I'm like, do you know how lucky you are that you can just walk out there and be the cool guy? Like you've been racing and, you may not be the fastest ski in the world, but all these kids that haven't had any experience and they're just barely trying to get started with it. Like your dad didn't start till high school. That was embarrassing. You're lucky to be able to do this and walk on and do it. You get to be the cool kid because your parents are awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't get that.
All right. And you guys have great questions. I want to make sure we get to our beards tonight. So if you guys have them, we'll probably hang out for a little bit afterwards. So you'll be able to fireball away. I am looking for Matthew Cooley. Matthew Cooley, are you in here? I'm going to start reading your email and hopefully you drop a comment in there. And if not, hopefully you'll come back and watch in the future. So Matthew Cooley, this one is for you. All right. I'm just looking for advice here. I'm looking for general advice and opinions. My lofty goal is to have a beard almost as long, or if not as the same. So I think he's talking about for mine here. My biggest problem with beards is I usually get split ends and a lot under my beard, which makes it always hard, and I want to get rid of them. I have a lot of anxiety as a person that usually adds to it. That's true. We do know that. All right, I am indeed. There he is. What up, Moose? Okay. And so he says, I'd privately messaged you about that a while ago. Hopefully I was helpful. Hopefully. Most of the pics are my beard currently, and I'll add another in my longest I've ever had, and also someone who hikes a lot, hence the name. I bike and commute to work, and I often have to deal with sweaty beard, and I don't always have the resources for care at hand. However, I do own many combs, brushes, oils, and butters. All right, so he's got all the stuff to take care of his beard and what he needs. So he's just kind of looking for general advice as he's growing out his beard to a longer length. He's hoping to have something around the length of mine. All right, so guys, on his journey to have a healthy beard. All right, goodbye, see ya. To have his beard longer, to have it healthier, to avoid split ends. Anything you guys can think of, especially as you see his beard, just let him know in the chat. We already have someone said maybe try a different carrier oil. awesome advice. All right. So here we go with Mr. Moose's beard. Off the bat, loving the mustache. That mustache is the star of the show right there.
You got a lot of mustache genes.
Yes. And
Quality.
do not change that, man. That looks real strong. Do I have to wash my beard in the morning if I use butter at night? You don't have to wash it, but you do want to rinse it out at least. Thoroughly rinse, but you don't necessarily need to use a beard wash. Okay, here we go. Beautiful. All right, and this is a picture from when he had his beard at the longest point, all right, at the longest point. So he's growing it out. I think he wants to grow longer than that, and he wants to have good, healthy stuff along the way. Valkyrie, hello, Valkyrie. I haven't seen you in a while. He said, biotin. I do agree. Biotin not only helps the growth rate of your hairs, but it also helps the strength and structure. And then careful messing with it with your fingers and stripping the oils. That's something that a lot of people don't think about, right? When they play with their beard, that in itself can do some damage. So just something to consider as they think there. We'll get some of these ones, and then Mayor, think about what you've got in mind here. Longer looks better. I agree. Keep going. Keep bringing that beard and growing it as it goes. All right, Mayor, thoughts?
Well, what he's at right now is very similar to where I'm at right now.
Agreed.
With a mustache, maybe a little bit bigger. Not that we're comparing. I'm not saying I'm jealous. Okay, everybody just relax. Okay, I wasn't saying that. Oh, let me get myself. No, he needs to get to that last picture, and if he can get to there, I think it was more natural. You see, like the way that, from what I understand, and I have not gone DanC length ever, but from what I understand, you're gonna get a little swoop out, and then you're gonna start to get that down. I mean, I don't know. I would like him. I think that it's going to be about training and brushing and using that Chicago comb or whatever comb you have and just kind of bringing that thing down, and just kind of going with it. But he's got such good beard genes. I don't see any issues with the cheek line. I don't see any mustache is not an issue. Super skills in this area.
Yeah.
He's got there's an epic beard there.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And I agree with Molly. So he had addressed, and Molly did go to cosmetology school. So I saw somebody asking about Molly being a hairdresser. So she did go to school to be a cosmetologist and take care of hair and all that. And she says regular trims take away any breakage. So yeah, if you do have split ends, Matthew, you're going to have to increase those regular trims. There is nothing in the world that will bring hairs that are damaged back together again. You can have fake things like silicones and other kind of binding agents, but that's just like surface level. That's not actually repairing the hairs. So if you do have split ends, you do have to trim. It's an easy battle you can fight with yourself because people are like, I don't know if I should trim it. You have to. That's the only possible way that you are able to adjust those split ends. But other than that, yeah, man, it's just healthy habits. Just continuing to drink your water, continuing to wash your beard if you're sweating, like you said. If you are sweating and you are getting dirty and it's not being washed adequately, essentially what happens is that sodium that builds up from your sweat, that gook that builds up from having a dirty beard, clogs the pores. It really damages that follicle. And what's going to happen is it's going to kind of suffocate your beard. And what that's going to do is then lead to split ends, lead to damage. So make sure you're exfoliating and make sure you're washing your beard if you're that active. I think that would be the biggest things. And just replace it with butter, with oil, and then butter later, and you should be good to go. Mm-hmm.
And the one, one thing I will add too is just like getting that underbeard picked out, like for health and all that. Like this tool or anything, this is an amazing one for it. But when you're short, I have to imagine it would help to give you a feel for the beard. And I don't know about I don't know much about split ends. I don't even know like how when you have them, except for looking really closely. It probably just feels maybe different. I don't know exactly.
Yep. Okay. I got a video on how to find split ends.
But this move right here, like the underbeard pick out, just I don't know, makes my beard feel so much bigger just right then and there. Like you probably have a bigger beard than you even realized.
And then, so a couple people brought up like playing with your beard, right? And Brian has asked, at what point is playing with your beard finger damage? You'll feel it. You'll know. I mean, I go like this throughout the day and stuff, but there are some guys that will sit there and it's usually because of anxiety. It's usually because of a habit, right? Something that they're not really controlling, like biting your fingernails. Some guys twist their beard hairs. Some guys pull their beard hairs out. Some guys kind of they go a little bit too much. But there's usually a reason behind that. There's usually an underlying issue. So that would be the point when it just becomes habitual, when it becomes something that you are doing over and over again. So yeah, awesome. But other than that, man, great beard. Great beard. You absolutely have the genes to be able to do everything that you want for your goals. Just keep at it and hold those healthy habits and you'll be fine. Absolutely fine. Awesome. All right. Next up, we have Jim. Jim, are you in the building tonight? I believe Jim was going to be able to make it.
I saw Jim earlier.
Oh, good. Jim M?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Wait, yeah, I believe so.
Jim Matucci. All right, Jim, I'm going to start talking here, and then hopefully you will type a comment, and I can highlight it to show everybody. And Jim's super active on the channel, super active all over this platform. So I do really, really appreciate it. What's up, my poop knifers? What's up, Ruben?
Zoop.
So he says, first and foremost, and I do appreciate him saying this because it kind of echoes what a lot of people probably feel but don't say. He said, this is going to be way outside of my comfort zone. Yes, I post pictures and selfies of on Instagram and Facebook, but the majority of them have filters, and these pictures are untouched.
Okay.
Right. That's the world we live in now. You know, there's things that are edited, changed. And he's saying, I want the real, I want the raw, and it's out of my comfort zone. So I really respect that. And I appreciate that he said that. My beard goals are to have a nice big beard. I've had some sort of facial hair at different times in my life. And I've also had the clean shaven look. Most of my jobs want the clean shaven look. And I do know Jim had recently entered an online beard competition. So I have a feeling he wants just kind of that competition beard. He wants that big award-winning type beard. And all right, and Jim is at the 120 minutes. If we can note that and let Jim know if he's not in here right now, the 120 minute. I've been growing my beard out since February 2018. I did a trim, but went way too far. Ever since then, I stopped trimming and let it grow. It's the longest I've ever had it. Most of my family loves it, but my mom hates it. Yeah, I would say most mothers hate it. My mom just is abstinent. She just doesn't say anything about it. She's never told me it looks good, but she doesn't bash it or anything like that. My girlfriend is by far my biggest supporter of growing it. That's huge. You are very, very fortunate there. She also helps me decide beard oil scents. That's probably why she's supportive. You got to get them personally invested, which is huge. And there are some she does not like, but that doesn't stop me. All right. Early in my journey, I came across your videos and liked what I saw. Kept watching, take your advice to heart. Some of your tips didn't work for me, but a lot did. Absolutely. I don't think anybody is across the board. My tips work for them. It's just kind of a baseline to find out what is good for you and what is not. So again, I appreciate every comment that he's had on here. I know you said every beard is different and every face is different too. It is true. That is true. All right. The spots that I have trouble are on the left side of my cheek. There's hair there, but not as full as the opposite side. In other light or when outdoors, it looks full, not patchy at all. I don't want to come too far down with trimming to give the chin strap look. Haven't been to a barber since March of 2020 due to COVID. I'm rocking what I got, and I'm not too worried about the patch. But how can I fix it without dyeing it or lowering the trim line? I also haven't trimmed my neck since March of 2020, and I want that underbeard to be more full. Okay. So it sounds like he has a spot on his beard that he's not happy with, and also just kind of wants just general advice to have the best beard possible. All right. And again, another fair warning, great beard here. Just fantastic beards all around. We could pretty much say that every time, but it is true. We want to make sure we get that set. All right. So here's Jim rocking one of the newest hats. We had 5 randomly put up on the website today, and they all sold out in 10 minutes. So those hats that I'd showed you, they were gone. All right. So here's Jim's beard right here. Oh, here's Jim. Hey, Jim, welcome on in. So
hey.
Jim, anything? Hey, Mike, if you got anything to add in here, buddy, just type a comment. Just let us know anything at all, and really, really add into any thoughts you have here. All right. Here we go. Okay. All right. So this looks like this is probably the fuller side that we got here. And then this looks like the spot that he's talking about right here. Okay. Still working though. Okay. That makes sense. Jim, real quick question. Do you sleep? And somebody asked this earlier, and I do have a video on it. Do you sleep on that side of your face? Because that will tell us a lot about what's causing this. We can either chalk it up to that, or it's going to be something else that we've got to dive into. But do you sleep on that side of your face? I believe you said it was your left side. Because first looking at it, that would be my guess. Oh, Mayor, I got to tell you, I was thinking about this the other day. My proudest moment ever on this stream was the one day I called that the guy was a driver for a living because of the one side being different.
Yeah.
That, and I had no idea. It wasn't in the email at all. That one was pretty crazy. Okay, yes, left side sleeper, also with the CPAP. All right, so Jim, it may not be possible, but your solution would be to either sleep on your back or at least switch up the sides that you are sleeping on. Hey, Dave, that would likely fix everything. It doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but literally when you sleep on the same side, that hair gets compressed and gets pushed to your face. And what happens is the blood flow gets restricted. Think about the pores and the follicles there. They get constricted, and that blood flow is not properly able to get to the source, get to the root where we need it the most. And think about what 6, 7, 8 hours you're sleeping a night that you're not getting the same amount of blood to this side as you are the other side. It starts to add up and take that toll. So I know everybody's situation is different. I know it may not be possible, but I would put a lot of money on if you were able to switch up the side you were sleeping on, that thing would come right back quickly. Because cheeks usually don't grow the longest, but they usually grow pretty quickly. And if you don't believe me, start trimming up your cheek line, and you'll see how quickly that the cheek line comes back. It takes a lot of maintenance. All right. Yep. It is. I would be pretty positive that it was based on sleeping on that side. So I think they said, nice, I'll try that. Awesome. And then general advice here, dude, you got a fantastic beard, man. You've got a wonderful beard. If it was me, I would do a little trim now. This is again, exactly what I do. I'm not saying anything different here. This is exactly how I would take it. Jim, I would go, and I love your kind of elongated, right? Mine's a little bit more belled, but I love kind of you come to like a point, but not too much. It's almost a long duck bill, and I think it's a pretty cool style. But I would take off just about a 1/2 inch starting right here. Leave these corners alone, Jim, right? Nothing touched over here, nothing touched over here or above. And I would just go down about a 1/2 inch, maybe a little bit more off the bottom than the others. And all that's going to do is clean up these wispies around the sides, and you'll be good. So I would go. Last guy, we had a tape measure, and I said an inch. All right, for Andrew V. Jim, I would go a 1/2 inch if you're talking to a barber, and just tell him from corner to corner, just give me a little 1/2 inch, maybe a little bit more off the bottom. If you do the Mayor squint test, once again, it does not fail. Like it does. That's exactly where it would be. So yeah, that would be my advice to you. Just the general advice here. Mayor, anything else on that one?
You've got a really healthy looking beard. Keep conditioning it. I like the shine. I like your coloration in the front. Just keep with the routine. I think it's looking good. Excellent beard. I hesitate. I'll just throw in there that what you notice on your left side there is not something that 95 out of 100 people would ever notice, and 5 of them would if you told them about it. But other than that, they're not going to.
Right. Exactly. Because, Jim, think about this, please. All right. This is going to be the best tip you've ever heard, right? I'm zooming right in on your raw, unfiltered picture. Can anybody in this chat right now see that one side is lower than the other when you're looking face on? No, not at all, right? Now, when we go to this side, I can see that one is full and that one does have a little spot. But here's the question for you. When you talk to somebody, are you ever looking at both sides of their beard?
Right.
Never. When you talk to somebody, you are almost always looking at them face on. Nobody sees anything there, Jim, at all. Literally not a worry. If they see this side, they're like, cool, that's what his beard looks like. If they see this side, they're like, cool.
Cool.
That's what his beard looks like. Nobody's like, hold up. Nobody's taking a panorama of your face, So that's something that I think that we don't consider when we think about beards. I think some guys go in that like trimming vicious cycle where they're like, oh shoot, this side's a little bit different than this one. Let me even it out this one. You guys, nobody looks at both sides at the same time. I really think that's something to really consider that nobody thinks about.
We're just our harshest critics, know, and that's cool because we enjoy it, right? You're into beards, and so when you're into something, you're gonna see the seamy underbelly.
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes.
And another thing, guys, too. Let's take a look at this picture here. When you're talking, nobody's that close to you. When we analyze our beards, we all do this. If this camera's the mirror, we all do this. Right? We get that close. Nobody talks to you that closely. When you are trimming, when you guys are styling, I call it the arm length rule. Give that mirror a stiff arm. Never get closer than an arm length to the mirror because nobody talks to you closer to an arm length, especially in COVID times, right? Mm-hmm. So people keep their distance. People stay back as they go through. You got to consider that when you're styling. You got to consider that when you're trimming. And you got to consider that when you're critiquing yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself, and that goes for everybody out there. So, Jim, I do think that switching up your sleeping style will help. I know you're probably limited because you said you have a CPAP. But also, I think it is time for that short little maintenance trim. That's all it is. You said you haven't trimmed since March of 2020. Dude, that's awesome. Like you're crushing it for not trimming for however, like almost a year, right? We're coming up on a year. So you're doing fantastic. But I would take a half inch off now from corner to corner. And you're good, man. Don't even worry about that cheek line or anything. I know you'll see it. I know you said it bothers you. Take those steps and you should be good to go. Yeah, right. Eric says, so during COVID, should we stand 6 feet back from the mirror to trim? I don't recommend that. I think that might pose a challenge. But yeah, and we are.
It's only 3 feet because it's doubled. The other 3 feet are on the other side of the mirror. There you go.
Ooh,
boom.
Ooh. That's good thinking there. And Carlos,
there you go. Chad had it. Chad was on it too. Yep.
Yeah. There you go. Yep. Chad was same wavelength as you. All right. Trim straight in or follow the curve. Jim, I would follow the curve. This is my line that I would give you right now. Okay. So from right here, I would go, and then I would curve down here. I would just curve. For me personally, I would take off because you kind of have a V look right now, which is just completely personal preference. But I would go a little bit more off on the bottom to kind of square it out a little bit. But that's just me. Some guys like the V rack. Dude, whatever works for you. You really can't go wrong. You got a great beard right there. So just about a half inch off the bottom as you go around. Awesome. And then somebody else did know. Somebody else did ask a question. Let me see if I can find it real quick. But essentially they said, here we go. Should I blow dry my beard to straighten it before I trim? Amaret, this is always my advice that I give. Trim your beard from the state in which you wear it. All right, one more time. I'll say a little bit slower here. Trim your beard in the state in which you wear it. So if you wear your beard with a blow dryer and straightened, trim it from that point. If you don't, then don't do that. However you naturally wear your beard, that's how you want to trim it from, especially if you have some length. The exception to that would be short beards because it doesn't really matter, right? If you're using a guard and you're just buzzing through, it doesn't matter if it's straightened or not because you have the guard. The guard's going to help you out, right? That doesn't quite matter. But trim it from in the state in which you wear it. And I really, 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 really stand by that advice. Because if you don't, the next day you go to straighten it and you trimmed it from a natural state, then you straighten it out, you're like, oh, it doesn't lay the same anymore, right? It doesn't do what it's supposed to.
Or it's shorter than you thought.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Right. Taking the V at the bottom, taking the V out at the bottom might help with the style of the cheeks. I agree. I think that'll kind of bring it all together with almost just like a resemblance of more fullness, I guess you could say, of a more like structured beard. So I would take it out a little bit. I'm partial to this, of course, but I would go with my kind of, if you notice that bell, and I do have like a little square here, and it's almost like 1, 2, 3, but it's just a nice little round curve. Doug linked it earlier, and I do appreciate that, Doug. But again, my singed beard video, and I do have a video I know the mayor likes too. It's a quick time lapse of my trim. It's only like 2 minutes long, and it shows you my full trim. So if you check that one out, that was a fun video to make.
It's one of those things that you like condition yourself, make yourself watch that 2-minute video before you touch your beard with it. Just you always have something you remember that you would forget. It's like cooking with the Blackstone griddle. Dan and I both went through the time when first couple times we were like following the directions word for word, and then we got cocky, and all of a sudden you got burnt eggs, or you didn't put the oil down and your shrimp is awful or whatever. Same thing with the beard trim. Give yourself that refresher, and I think you'll be happy.
Well, great comparison there. Great comparison. Thank you. Doug already got the time lapse video.
Doug is did Doug drift off? Is Doug is Doug playing his kid's Switch or what?
if anybody knows the Joe Rogan podcast, Doug is Jamie, right? Young Jamie is what they call him. Love this comment. Jim said, "Thank you, everyone." Honestly, Jim, thank you, man. Not only for your pictures and advice, you're going to help out some other guys, but your comments in the email were so, and I appreciate that. You hit on some points that I'm really glad that you did. So yes,
because they're points that other people have.
Singed beard. Brian, we have not had a blowout beard advice yet. One is not not filled in. Joe, did you type that before I said it? That's too funny. But yeah, I think he is. All honesty, I go back to Scuba's video every time I trim, and I use his trim style. And yeah, man, I said it in my video where I said not to trim like him. There are some styles that fit his. You just have to be very careful because you can butcher a beard very quickly with Scuba style. Very, very quickly. So if you're confident and you know what you're doing, it's not a problem. The only time it becomes a problem with the Scuba style is if you want to grow it out, right? If you're the MayorsBeardJourney and you're starting to trim like Scuba does on his beard, and then your goal is here, you're not going to get there. It just can't happen. But it's for that style to maintain, you're good. I just realized, like, it just kind of sank in that this entire time I've worn a poop hat.
Yep.
Yeah. What is Scuba style? So Scuba style, that is the channel known as BeardTube. He is my mortal rival. No, it's just kidding. Actually, my very first FaceTime on my new iPhone was Scuba. He FaceTimed me because his lawyer got a Blackstone. His lawyer was over at his house, and he was like, "I know a guy." So Scuba FaceTime, my very first one. He was my second FaceTime as well. And I walked his lawyer through how to season it, how to get it ready. And then he called a second time and wanted to know how to cook things because he burned all his food the first time. Yeah. So I had to run him through.
Oil. Hey, it's the same answer as it was with beards. Start with the oil.
Yes, it really is. Now, LD, Scuba style is he takes the trimmers and he goes down and sculpts into the beard. So if he's trimming here, he starts up here and he goes, and he like goes through like it's a garden hedge, right? Or whatever you call them. And he cuts into the beard. It's very sculpted. It's very I don't want to say business beard style because I think it's slightly different than a business beard. It's just a very sculpted and put together beard. Yep. I did. I was like, if somebody was new, and if everybody gets the joke, it's funny, but if somebody was new here and they came and they're like, this dude's wearing a poop hat, I cannot take him serious. So yeah, we got several guys. I Scuba butchered mine in May 2019. Yep. I butchered the Scuba trim. That is a fact. I'm not making it up. Most guys do not know what they're doing with that, and they will butcher their beard. No joke, Scuba rocks, but that made my beard look like an upside down cone head. Yeah, so I always caution because I've had years of guys telling me, man, I messed up my beard because of Scuba trim. Man, I messed up my beard because of Scuba trim. So I tried Scuba trim, never again. And it works for him. It really does work for him. So
it's like what you don't get out of that is when you jump into that, you're committing. Like you're gonna that's the style you're gonna maintain, and that's it. That's game over. It doesn't leave the options. Maybe I don't know.
Right. Tomorrow I'm going to do a rotation of hats. I got several planned and laid out. I will be ready. All right,
be like
trim from the start. Didn't like it. Yeah, we could probably got about 100 guys in here who've done that.
Like a beauty queen with the dresses. You've got your opener hat. You've got the mid-show hat. You've got your talent portion. You've got your ball gown hat.
Yep. So my video was mainly like a PSA for guys that were coming in. So hopefully it helps some guys. All right, next up we got Amrit. I think I'm saying that right. Amrit. I believe he is in the chat right now. Tux on tomorrow? No, I will have a t-shirt on, maybe of the long sleeve variety, and I will either have on basketball shorts or sweatpants. Probably no leggings. I'm not feeling that crazy tomorrow. Right now it's the basketball shorts variety, so no. There's nothing fancy about this guy. If I can wear an elastic waistband for the rest of my life, I will. I really, really will. All right. So Amrit says, hey, Dan and Mayor, previously you did recommend me trimming my beard, but I could not come to terms based on a bad experience I had with a barber. He chopped off way too much. My main goal here, Dan, is length and thickness. Again, I know I don't have a thick, juicy beard, but it is something to work with. Due for a trim, but wanted to wait till the new year to get it done. Okay. So again, I'm focusing on length and thickness. I intend about growing it 3 more inches. I want a more natural look. And the pick is how I usually style my beard. All right. Got that. He's looking for length. He's looking for thickness, but he's coming up on probably needing a trim with a maintenance trim. So he's looking to maintain what he has here. Okay. So he says, second time submitting, I could not bring myself to trim for the first time. All right. Well, hopefully we will help out here. And with that advice, Mayor, I'm going to have you lead this one off. So just kind of get the thoughts ready. I'll kind of navigate as we get through here on his beard. All right. Oh, yeah. So if you remember, he had like the mask beard going on when we had him first time due to work. Awesome beard, man. Absolutely awesome beard. Yeah, you said it ain't juicy. I see that thing dripping with juice over there. Hairstyle looking good. Looking good, my friend. All right.
Yeah. All right. I know what I'm going to say on this.
All right. What picture would you like?
3 back, face forward. Sitting one more there. All right. Here's what I'm going to say. Your hesitancy to go get the trim makes me want to suggest another direction a little bit. I think you care a lot. Like if you couldn't just do it, bring yourself to do it, I would suggest getting yourself a nice pair of scissors and learning how to do it yourself very, very, very slowly. That means the first day, if you feel like there's an area, like Molly was saying earlier in the chat, you stand up straight and tall, you look in the mirror and you just start getting a feel for what, you line up those scissors. And if it's one area, take a little bit off, and you care enough to learn how to do it your way. It may not be like by the book. I'm not a pro. But I'm saying like, oh no, it's gone. No, there's one piece in there. I see that. That's one page
tonight.
And I'll get the toothpick. Oh, anyways, but I would suggest dropping $15 to $20 on a nice pair of scissors from Amazon, having a nice comb with long teeth, and just learning how, like getting a feel for how to trim it yourself. And scissors only because you've got a beard that could definitely justify a brio or something like that. But scissors only because if you're super hesitant, the small mistakes are the ones you can live with, and the brio makes big mistakes.
All right. Fast. Yeah, great advice. Amrit, I'm going to take a different turn here. I do not think it's time to trim. I think you've been hesitant. I think you made the right decision, and I think you got past kind of the issues that you thought you were having before. And I feel like your main problem was the mask. I think you had sent in some pictures where you had a mask. I think toothpick included with the jerky. Yep, all of beef octane includes a toothpick. I think the mask was causing all your problems. Dude, I think you're good for right now. I wouldn't do anything yet. Like that side beard is fantastic. That one's awesome. This one I think is just an unflattering picture.
Yeah, it's
just a bad angle. I think if you were sitting up straight or you were standing straight, it would look a lot better, right? Think about like me. When I stand up, everybody's like, That's a decently in shape human. Second, if I had my shirt off and I sat down, you'd be like, what the heck? Like that's a totally different look. So I would just continue to grow right now, man. And you guys know I love trims. I love having stuff shaped up, looking nice. We've had some huge beards that I advise to trim. I would just continue to work on styling. Brian Carter said, blow it out, fluff out that beard, man. Get a little bit of volume, and I think you'll be good. So yeah, I don't think you trim yet. Who is saying that, Dan? Who's saying what? I don't know. All right. Yeah, Mayor, any final thoughts for this one?
I think you're absolutely right. If there's a bunch of hesitancy, that's why. My scissor trim recommendation, scissors can be a little trickier, but I think he's a guy that cares enough to kind of learn, figure what's going to work for you, because ultimately a lot of us are never going to trust a trim in someone else's hands. So we might as well get some knowledge about how to do it ourselves if we have to.
Yeah. I have the Chicago comb. How do I utilize it best for beard? My best advice would be let the comb do the work. Don't be jamming it into your jaw. Don't be really overworking it. Just be light with it and comb in the direction you want it to go, right? If you want that beard to kind of jet out a little bit, jet it out a little bit. You want to get underneath and fluff it out. Brian Carter is going to recommend my blowout beard video. Just look up DanC blowout beard, and you can try different things. Really, like, experiment. See what happens when you comb in a certain way. I have another good beard video for you, my friend, would be combing for beard health. And I have a video about showing you combing in different directions. I think that video would be very beneficial for you. So look up DanC combing for beard health.
For me, something totally new, I'm still learning with this, is to pick. I feel like when I apply a product, whether it's butter or oil, after I've used this to kind of get the hairs lined up and pick out the underbeard, the oil, my beard feels better. Like, I can tell that the oil's getting to places that sometimes the hair might be as exposed because it's either straightened or the way I wear my beard. But this thing, doing that and then applying your products,
right?
Whatever that means, it's great. It's fantastic. Fantastic. Yes.
Awesome, man. Thank you for sending in. All right. I have two more that are scheduled tonight. I did have a couple guys that sent in during the show or right before the show. If you guys are watching, if I have not responded to you, you will be on next week's show. We didn't have time to prepare, and we're kind of reaching our limit here. So if you sent in after 5 o'clock tonight, you'll be on next week. And I can guarantee you'll be on next week, but we will not be able to get to that one tonight. So next up, I have Ryan G. Ryan G. Go ahead and type a comment out there, and I'll start. He's got a nice long email. I'll be there. Thanks. Yeah, if you guys wrote in tonight, I will respond to you and let you know that you're on for next week. So we'll get that going pretty nicely. So Ryan G is in the building, aka
Black Wolf, maybe? No, or is it?
I don't know. Yeah, I do know the body company, but I would think they would have had a logo. But hey, who knows?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Right, but I guess that's kind of
all right. There's Ryan. Yeah, right.
All right. So here's Ryan G. Ryan, if you can. There he is. All right, awesome, Ryan. Thank you, sir. I'm going to do my best here. I appreciate you willing to do this. Absolutely. I've attached some pictures of the email to show you how things are going. I've had a beard for a while and trimmed down a handful of times, mostly due to work. However, recently I've taken beard care maintenance growth seriously over the last 3 months or so, tried different products, definitely noticed an improvement. Thank you. It's always a pet peeve of mine, guys, I just use shampoo and it works great. Well, you haven't tried the other side. I tried different products. They work really well. I've had dry skin problems and itchiness, and essentially they're non-existent due to quality products. Love that. As you'll see in my main picture, my front way curls up, and I feel like it looks almost like a rat's nest. Okay, mentally note there. I do have a heated brush, but haven't really included it into my routine on a consistent basis because I don't want to fry my beard. All right. I also have to wear a mask every day due to work. Education, retail has had a detrimental effect on my beard, I'm sure, of course. Other than that, I'm 30 years old, overall good health, thankfully. I'm a bigger guy, and my dietary habits could use some improvement. Hey, amen, aren't we all? but I've had almost entirely eliminated soda. Whoo, good for you.
Ooh.
And I've been upping my water intake, pushing it to trying to go for a gallon a day. Awesome. Working on his vitamins. Awesome. I have trimmed my beard once in a couple of months, but normally have my barber do it, mostly just the neckline. Interesting. I'm wondering that if it might be the issue if I trim the neckline up from a bit from what it is now. Okay, so his barber does trim the neckline, something to consider. Of course, being a history teacher, I would like to, to hit Jeb Stewart beard growth status. Nice. However, that isn't my main concern. I'm wondering if that will come in due time and will gravity take effect with the curls? So he's asking if he grows it out, will it help and take over? And I'm also hope that what trimming is done can't be caused by irreparable damage. I apologize in my absurdly long email. No, man, no apology needed whatsoever. All right. So we are just kind of giving him some overall advice that he's got going on here. All right. So definitely got, first off, again, great beard, man. Coverage,
Wow.
wonderful. You got thicker than a Snicker on the sides there. But we do see the mask beard, the infamous 2020 mask beard strikes again. All right. Awesome. Love it there. Right. Keep growing that mustache out. Keep growing that soul patch area out, and that will fill in really, really nicely. Very cool. Okay. So he wants to grow the beard out. He has been touching the neckline, and he has the mask and everything in there. I will say right away, Ryan, it is 100% time to stop touching that neckline. Your beard is at a length where there is no need to really adjust that. And it's going to be hard. Brian says, dare I say blowout method?
Yes.
Right. So it's going to be hard for me to give any tips on trimming right now, just because I think the issue right now is the styling, and you would need to style differently for us to really get an idea of what needs to be trimmed, right? Right now it would be easy to say, like, let's trim right here, but can we fill that out with styling instead? So we may need a follow-up from you after you adjust some styling things as we go through. So I think that's going to be the main thing, is we just got to kind of adjust the styling a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. I think that I'd like to see that. I'd like to see you go back. You said you had the heated brush. It was kind of like you were a little bit. You're worried about damaging your hair, which is really good. But I think you've got a rounder face, and I want to see working on straight lines down and kind of cutting in that edge, or up the Brian Carter / DanC blowout. But I want to work on this. I want to work through here, and then and kind of giving it all a good, like, I think the first thing I'd love to see a picture of it, a fully straightened. What does it look like on the sides? And then I would know more if do we need to trim? Are these hairs, are you touching these hairs? If you are, I wouldn't, because you like that's first side picture. I'm like, that's my beard in a lot of ways. Like, you have like some of the same growth patterns, but I don't want to be, I don't want to push you, but I think my style could work really well for you. But I'd like to see you hitting that heated brush a little bit more when you're wearing your beard close to your face. It's going to be a reality. The reality is you're going to probably need to use that straightener more, that heated brush more frequently.
Yep. And it's going to be all about how you use it. So the main issue right now, Ryan, is everything that you are doing is pushing your beard to your face, right? Your mask is contouring that beard in. Your styling is probably bringing that beard in. What we need to do is get this beard right here out. It's got to be evened out. And the only way to do that is by coming up underneath. You can do it with a heated brush, like the mayor was saying. You can do it with a blow dryer underneath and then combing out. But we need to get the beard out, because everything is wrapping to the face. Now, you'd have a choice to make. You could have it wrapped to the face, right? You could keep it super clean and short, but we would have to get rid of that length at the bottom. So it would look kind of like this, right? If you wanted to go with that, that would look fantastic. That looks clean. That's a wonderful business beard, short beard. But
to be proud of, yeah.
Right? I don't think that's what you're going for.
I think there's more here. I think there's more length, and there's more chisel, more personality if we, work on that.
Agreed. And exactly like everybody's saying in the chat right now, blow it out, get some volume. The beard definitely looks compressed. All that beard glory is pushed to your face, not at your own fault. It's mainly because of mask. And the other method I would say is explore what you're allowed to do with different masks, right? As a history teacher, our school at least is not going to tell us specifically what mask to wear. They're not going to say you have to wear this kind. So I wear one that goes around my ears, pinches on the nose, and then just hangs over my beard. I get zero beard denser. I told you guys I went and got food today. I had to go pick it up. I wore a mask for 30 minutes to get food. My beard, slight flex here, looks fantastic today. I'm having one of my best beard days in a long time.
Dan, it is good. Like from across the state, it's like all darn near perfect.
This is competition level for me. Like for the first time, I'm like, yeah, dude, I could go to a competition and tear it up. But the only reason why I'm saying that is because I wore a mask for a prolonged period of time today. And I did not restyle. I did not take a shower. I did not put butter in, nothing like that. So I would go with one. Yep, Cribs recommends one. I got a guy on Instagram that makes mine. I can give you a link if you need. No kickback. I've never made money from him. I've always exchanged, bought my product for him. So I just like helping out good people. But that's the biggest thing is your beard is pushing in. We just got to get that beard pushing out. We got to get that compression away. But you, as the mayor said, there's more there. You've got great genes. You have the ability. Your question was, do you think that you could get to a bigger beard? Yes, I think we both.
Oh, just that thickness on the side. You knew, like, yeah.
Absolutely. All right. And then our last one is Daniel M. If you could put a comment in the chat. I did see that you sent a new email as well. And I think we're okay with the ones you sent there. So I think we should be good. If we need to check back on the new one, I will check back on that new one. Okay. All right. So Daniel M. So Daniel is returning. I love these follow-up ones. He is returning to us. It is a joke. Oh, okay. All right. I'm bad at reading online humor sometimes. So thank you, Dan. And he says, okay, here's what he says here. Dan, C, Mayor, and everyone. Love that, including the chat as well. About a month ago, to all of your advice on beard styles, almost all the comments said to grow it more. I was going to go 2 months more, but I think I'm seeing that I don't like the very good with a beard this length. After waiting 3 days to consider, I made an appointment with a beard barber, but I need opinions first. Okay. So he needs opinions first, but he did make an appointment with a beard barber. All right. So let's see what we are working with here. And we have a couple of pictures right away to kind of work with, which I do appreciate. So, and he has them all kind of color-coded and ready for us to go. So this is cool where we can see like the natural progression of what he's working with. All right. So I'm not great with my months, but here we go here. All right. So right here is September 12th. This is when he like first started sending in to us and started growing longer. So September 12th, November 28th, both of these ones right here. Okay. Down here. So this is a 3. And then now he's at December 28th. Can you see that, Mayor?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So December 28th, here's where he is now. And this is kind of where he was before. And he is not liking where this beard is going right now. And he did make an appointment with a barber. So thoughts on where he was at November 12th? Should he go to continue to... I think we have 3 options we can discuss here. Maintain where he was, maintain where he is, or continue to grow out. What do you think, Mayor?
Well, based on what he said, and I'm just guessing, but I'm wondering if this fullness is kind of where, because he's got a great growth, he's got great underbeard. I'm wondering if that's kind of where he's like, it's too much for me. And if that is the case, then asking the barber to take a little density, a little thickness off here and bringing it back to anywhere before that, November, that would be. I want to. If I'm jumping ahead. I don't know. He said he's kind of not feeling the too much more length. Then yeah, I would say the cutting in the two things I would say to the barber would be cutting in that mustache beyond the mouth where those mustache hairs still kind of grow out a little bit, and making that clean will sharpen it up if that's what you're going for. And the other thing is to take some of asking them to take some of the thickness out of the chin, and that would be the second thing if you're trying to get back to like if that's what's bothering you. And I'm guessing on that.
Yeah. Okay. So this is tough because we have so many areas that he can go. All right. I'm trying to find something here. All right. So, oh man, really tough call here. All right. So this is what we have. Let me show you what I think you should be going for. For me personally, completely outsider perspective here. This is what I think you should be going for. I believe that in your mind, you are in what we would call would long look very different? Yeah, Daniel, here's where I'm going. I believe you should be going for the Greg Brzezinski look. I think that you would be in and guys, take this. Let me finish the statement here. I believe you are in what we would call an awkward stage. Now, the reason why I say an awkward stage is because it's a spot where you don't like where you're at along the journey to your destination. Now, the reason why some guys would jump on my throat for that one is because where you're at right now looks amazing. Your beard is awesome. But you do say that there are some things that are bothering you a little bit. If you continue to let it grow, I believe that this is the beard for you. I believe that you can pull that beard off in a great way. So Greg Brzezinski is his name. And I think that there's a lot of different styles of Greg Brzezinski that you could really pull off, Dan, and would do it super, super well. So let me kind of pull up here the different looks that we have. I like this picture as well. Let me open image in a new tab. Okay. All right, so this will be him and his son. And I want you to look at on the right-hand side. I think that this will be the picture for you to be able to see what it looks like. So over there, imagine your beard looking like that. Because I think you have the exact genes, the exact beard genetics, and I think that would do it for you. I really believe that is a look that you could pull off. And hey, there's look at this in there. Chris says yes. Captain Graybeard says yeah. Greg, he's awesome. That would look sick, right? Greg, yeah, don't do sea salt spray in your beard. He was just selling a product there. Molly says agreed. All right. Except for the flowing locks. Yeah, you don't have to grow the hair out. Nothing to do with the hair out there. But I believe you can get to that. I don't know how long it's going to take you. You have great beard growth. This beard is probably 2 to 3 times your length right now. And then the key thing that you're going to need to do, let me see if I can get this zoomed in here for you. Not there. But the key thing you're going to need to do is get very skilled with the round brush. What Greg does is he gets the round brush under his beard and he pulls away from his face, and then he blows the blow dryer right there, and he gets that little Santa underbeard curl, so his beard curls back towards his face. And what that also does is it gives it a really nice, clean bottom line, right? You don't have to worry about like scragglies or little thin guys that I have, and it gives a perception of more density. It's literally you have one layer curling on itself. So when you look at his beard, when I'm looking at the bottom, I'm not just looking at the face of his beard. I'm looking at the face with a curl backboard. So you get extra depth, extra stability to that beard. So a round brush would be key. Heat would be key. But above all, if you think you could rock this, the most important thing, Daniel, is going to be patience. If you can get through where you're at right now, and I know you have a very, very professional job. He's been open with me about his job. He works in therapy. I don't know if it's possible, but if you can ride it out, that end goal is really, really, really worth it. So I think that would be something to really push for. So yes. Where do you get a round brush with boar's hair? I got mine off Amazon. So if you just search on Amazon, there's tons of options. Another great place for a round boar's bristle brush would be your local beauty store, right? Like a Sally's. They have so many tools that work really well for a beard as well. Yeah, Molly, I have a video on that about why you should not be using sea salt spray on your beard, and it's because it dries out really bad. So yeah, don't use sea salt spray on your beard. All right, so let me bring it back to Daniel here. And again, Daniel, if you have any add-ons, if you have any questions, we are here for you. You're our last one of the night. Guys, we'll probably be wrapping it up just after this. But really, really appreciate. And again, Daniel, hit us with your thoughts. We can pivot and adjust. You're very lucky. We can do pretty much whatever you need. You have options. And killer style, killer color. Yeah, man, it looks awesome.
And the reality is, and that I agree with Dan that I think you would totally look that the Brzezinski look would be amazing. But as we grow out, we have to be comfortable too. And how many of you guys out there, get to this point and then you pull back rather than push forward? And so, you pull. We learn that way. We're like, maybe I should have hung in there longer. And I think what Dan's trying to kind of say is just, if you hang in there, if you can get yourself to do it through this, he's absolutely right. Some air, it's a little bit of an awkward stage. It doesn't look awkward to us, but I know how it feels to you.
Right.
If you push through, you'll be over and be like, oh, this is what we're talking about. But you have to, that natural progression, it's your own journey. Like literally my Instagram, MayorsBeardJourney, is because even with Dan, the expert, like just great hookup on it. I second guess myself and I make mistakes, and then I go bigger, and then I say I shouldn't have cut back, then I should have pushed through. So, that's your thing. But I think it's all about you and what your comfort level is too. But yeah, 100% agree that would be an amazing look.
And he did chime in and he said, I can easily do it. I only work by video with people who like beards.
There you go.
So I say give it a shot. To achieve that, heat and a round brush are going to be really important, Daniel. If you need any help, I can probably find a link for you. I've linked ones on YouTube, but I don't know if you guys know, Amazon is terrible with links. They recycle through, they run out of stuff, they change products. So some of my old videos, the links are not accurate, and I have 400 videos, so it's not possible for me to go through and try to change all those ones. He said, I'll aim the camera at my feet. No, your beard looks great, man. It looks awesome. But I do think that could be a fantastic look. Let me try to find, guys, a link on Amazon. And if you guys want to shoot me a message, I'll send you out a link to the Amazon one. There's tons. They're pretty much, most people are buying from the same source. Most of them come from China, right? If we're just being real. But that doesn't mean that it's not a good quality product. You may have moral issues against it, and that's fine. Hey, no judgment here. But most of them are coming from China. If beard companies are selling them, it's usually them buying them, putting their logo on it. I don't think any beard company out there claims to get the boar's bristle brush and put it together themselves or have the machinery for it.
Right.
So it's just finding the right source, and you should be good to go. So yeah, Daniel, I think you have one of the best beards I've ever seen. I think it is wonderful. You have a big advantage on Greg Brzezinski. He actually has videos talking about his patches. He has a very short neckline as compared to yours. If you saw that neckline, his is full and deep. You can have an absolutely fantastic beard. One thing to consider, you are going to get Santa comments. You have a gray beard. You are a man of experience in life. So that's something, if that bothers you, it may not be for you. If not, hey, that could be an added perk. I know one day I am sincerely looking forward to having a massive gray beard and having kids pull their parents aside being like, is that Santa? And I want to enrich their day and make their day better. I'm going to go full into the role and try to do that kind of on the sly. I'll probably just be wearing red all the time at that time of year. So that is one thing to consider, is you probably will get some Santa comments, but some people like it. Some people hate it. Just something to think about there. Yeah, and I do enjoy the gray, so I really do. Interesting. Yeah, and again, I want to be full disclosure there. That is going to happen. You will get, if you grow it out, you will be getting Santa comments. It's just something that comes with it. But who knows? Maybe the world's different, and they'll never even see your beard again out in public. Oh man, Chris. Yeah, and if you guys sent in, man, we will cover you next week. That's all we have this week. If for whatever reason you feel like I missed yours, that I responded to, send me a message. I promise we'll get you on next week, guys. I think we got everybody though, so that is the good news. As we go through, that hat is so fire. Yeah, I think Jay Cruz actually ordered it, so I already made him a sale on their hats. And one more time, guys, I will put it up right here and down below. Tomorrow is my New Year's Eve stream. It's going to be massive. I will be on camera. The owner, Joe from Beard Octane, will also be on camera. He's very elusive. He's only been on stream on this channel a couple of times and nowhere else, which is pretty cool. And even the mayor's going to make a stop in for New Year's Eve. And then who knows? Maybe later I'll have some other guests that I invite. I believe it was last year after it struck midnight, I had 6 different content creators on with me by surprise. They had no idea. Some of them were woken up out of bed and they were like, oh, I got an invite to be on Dan's channel. I'm going to take it. So I may be inviting some people later on. Just a heads up for you guys here. The surprises are absolutely insane. And seriously, guys, tomorrow is for everybody. If your family wants to come hang out, literally have your family come hang out. I promise it'll be family friendly. I promise it's going to be a good time. It's not going to be like a crazy party. If you're somebody that's in sobriety, I don't feel like you're going to have any issues for a New Year's Eve party. Most of you are probably not going out to parties, hopefully being safe. So there's no better way to be here and hang out with us with whatever you want to do. Giving away some poop knives, giving away a poop knife hat, giving away a bidet. Yeah, I said a bidet, and crazy amount of beard and beef octane. I just finished that bacon jerky, and it was the best meat that I've ever had.
Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable. I cannot wait for you to try that next week, Mayor. Final words, sir?
Oh, sorry. My phone clicked over. Facebook group. Check it out, guys. I can't wait to see y'all. I'm excited. I don't know if I want to win the poop hat or not tomorrow. I'm on the fence about that, but I am excited to see you. Facebook group, Command's Corner, Instagram, MayorsBeardJourney, DanCBearded over there. You know what, guys? Thanks for being such a great part of my life. You really are. I look forward to this every week.
Yeah,
straight up.
Yeah, straight up. Thank you guys, everybody. People like randomly, Corey Williams, I believe he left a comment on my last video from experience. He said, hey, man, I'm a contractor of 30 years. Consider this. I don't know if he said 30 years, but I'm a contractor. Consider this when you're talking about a humidifier. Man, you guys all bring so much value. Walt left a comment today that made my day. He doesn't even know it, but it literally made my day. It was a comment on somebody else's video, and he said, DanCBearded is a master storyteller. I was like, oh my God, like, as a history teacher, that's all I want to be, is a storyteller. That's it. That's why I went into teaching history. So thank you, Walt. Thank you guys for all the stuff you add in. Thank you, Jay Cruz, for being hilarious. What's the weight limit on the bidet? Asking for a friend. You guys are amazing. As Steve said, you make my day. It's crazy. I don't sleep after I don't usually sleep anyway, but I don't sleep after these things because I'm so amped up. Like I just get so excited. I get done with this. I'm just like, oh man, like life is good. Like I am very, very happy with where I'm at because of people like the mayor, because of people like you guys in the chat. And that's not just Beards, right? That's Molly, that's Holly, that's Aubrey, that's everybody that's watching right now. So hey, bring a friend, bring a family member tomorrow. My goal is 450 people in the chat at once. Over 3,000 people stopping by at different times, which is kind of absurd to think about, but let's make it big. If you can share the stream on I'll get it ready tomorrow morning early. If you guys can share the stream on your Facebook accounts, if you can share it with your family group text, I'm hoping to push some big numbers tomorrow. And yeah, even if you don't have a beard, you can win some beef. You can win some bacon. You can win some turkey jerky, some chicken jerky, poop knives, right? You can get one end of the deal and the other end of the deal. You can get the meat and the cleanup.
The alpha and omega, the beginning and the end.
Yep. There's a good song by MGK about that, but that's pretty good. All right, guys, I'm done rambling. I'm sorry. You guys are amazing. Thank you for everything. I will see you tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern, big stream, special guest in studio.